Yeah, hello there, my YouTube friends. Welcome back. As you can see, we have another unboxing and review to do of the Hot Toys Mysterio. Now, I'm sorry you're going to hear a bit of rattling of my windows in my man cave, but it's a rather blustery day today, and to be perfectly honest, the door keeps on getting blown open on a regular basis as well, so you'll have to excuse the fact that you'll probably hear a bit of rattling of the windows today, but it is extremely blustery in the UK. So, this guy, you know, it is, loved him in the movie, thought it was great, saw the action figure and thought, yeah, he looks pretty cool, but I just thought, nah, I'm not gonna go and do that, Robert. Well, I'm not gonna pick up Mysterio. I don't know, I just didn't think it was gonna be my cup of tea, and the more reviews I saw of it, I was thinking, you know, that is looking a damn good fucking figure, like, it really does. And then, of course, I did happen to buy the stealth suit Spider-Man, or the Spider-Monkey, or whatever it is you want to think is. And when I got him, I wasn't expecting to like him as much as what I did. In fact, I've still got him. He's still on the shelf right now, and he looks so fucking wicked. You know, I've got him in a decent pose, which you'll probably see shortly. And I just thought, you know what it is? I think Mysterio is going to look really good with this character, with these two characters, really, when you think I've got the Mutant Man thingy with mine. And I just thought, you know, what the hell, why not? Just go for it and see what it looks like. If I do end up liking them just together, which I can't see that happening, to be honest. When I've seen some of the dynamic poses people have had him in, I'm like, let's go for this. So, as you can see, he's arrived. We have him. I got him from Toys Wonderland. Again, so those that are wondering, do you get customs charged on Hot Toys stuff? So far, I have got to say, the 3 items or the 4 items I have bought from Toys Wonderland, this one being the first Hot Toys one, I have received no customs charges on them. Each one of them has come with the value being written on the box as being US dollars 5 to get through customs. You know, it has written down as being a toy doll as a gift, so that's what they're doing it for, and it's so far so good. Every one of them are getting through customs without being customs charged. I'm happy as Larry, guys. I'm happy as Larry, because it would be another 40, 50, 60 quid in customs charges probably, but it's getting through without any customs charges again, so that's cool. Now, you're going to see in a second the one issue I've got, but I can't say it's a problem with the way it's been packaged, because the way it come packaged was, it was in bubble wrap, completely bubble wrapped all the way around itself, and it was in a nice box. Not an official shipper box, because it come from Hong Kong, so you don't get an official shipper box, but the actual box that it come in, this one here, is actually thicker than what you would get on an official shipper box. It's almost like 2 boxes in one. Yeah, so it was shipped really well wrapped up, but it still somehow managed to get slightly creased and damaged. But it's come from Hong Kong, guys. So, and I'm not a collector of boxes, I'm a collector of the figures. So, you know, yes, it would have been nice for the box to be perfect, but it's not. But as long as the figure is and the figure's not broken, that's all I'm going to be interested in. So, first off, looking at the box itself, you've seen it long enough now. You've looked at it for way longer than you should have had to. Beautiful looking box on the front, Mysterio on the side, your usual warnings and what have you on the back, Mysterio on that side. So far you're thinking to yourself, well, where's the damage? There you go, guys, that's where your damage, as you can see, sort of the creases there. That's where I've got a little bit of damage to it, but you can also see that it is still, well, you might not, but it is still sealed, guys. It's brand spanking new. Okay, so there you go. Slip off cover and to reveal that, which just looks absolutely amazing. I mean, that is just fantastic on its own. Then you can open it up to see inside. You also see the thingy over here. That looks pretty cool. But this already, guys, just bam, grabs your attention immediately. Yeah, so while these, I'll get out all the accessories for you guys, show you what you get with them, and we'll go from there. And here we go, guys, with the accessories. As you can see, not a massive amount of them, but what you are getting is some absolutely fucking cool looking stuff. Okay, so we're going with the regular gear. Yeah, you have the waist grabber for doing dynamic flying style poses. It does have bits of foam on, but again, they're not very thick. Yeah, so how much they'll sort of hold up and over time is beyond me. You obviously have your dynamic flight stand or flight, and then the stand itself, cool looking thingy, again with the Far From Home, Mysterio written on the front. Base itself's nice. You can see obviously it's still covered because, you know me, I just tend not to use these stands if I can help it. I don't want to use them unless I've got to. We have some batteries for the light up feature, which again, the chances are with this one I'm probably not putting the damn things in. I mean, it's just, yeah, you've seen them before. We'll have these things, which is almost like your sort of, yeah, same type of items that you had with Doctor Strange. Yeah, hopefully these ones will fit on the hands a little bit better. Chances are I'll probably not use these things, but it is nice that you do have that option. And of course you have two of them. You have the spare wrist pegs, always a cool thing to get. So if they just put wrist pegs into the hands, you wouldn't need them. You have these, which again look really nicely done, really nicely painted. And I do believe these are for if you take off his cape, you can put these ones into place. Yeah, and it just look really nice, really well made, really well done. Just very, very thin plastic. We'll go to the hands. I'm trying to get at these bits here, as you can see. The hands itself, yeah, beautifully sculpted. Absolutely tremendous amount of detail in them gloves, you know. Sort of the slight bits of weathering and what have you on there. Just looks so cool, so intricate, beautiful. I mean, absolutely beautiful pieces. Get two of them ones and two of these ones, which I'll take it. It's probably made for these things to fit into. I've probably got the wrong thingy for the wrong hand. By the looks of them, you can quite possibly fit them in like that. And we'll go in with a little bit of work, a little bit of force, something like that. Go in nicely. Hold on, sort of look like they're holding on to them, or in there, better sculpted for these ones than what they were for the Doctor Strange ones. Yeah, like I say, chances are I'm not going to use out like that. It's just not. That bit itself looks cheap to me, cheap and plasticky, but it is nice that they've made it so that it fits the hand so much better and will stay in the hand so much better than the others will. But even just having him holding his hand like that, you know, it's just beautiful and just incredible, all that detail that's gone into it. Yeah, and it is textured. That's not just like a paintwork on the top, that is textured like that as well. So, but it just looks absolutely amazing. And then of course we've got these bits, swirling green smoke effect. Looks really cool. Yeah, I think they look absolutely beautiful, and I think they'll probably look even better once they're on display. Oop, I would not want them over. And then we've got the big one. You know, it's like darker at the bottom, then becomes sort of more and more almost translucent as it comes here at the top and wisps away. I think it's just really cool, so well made, and just looks fantastic. Don't seem to come apart by the looks of it. So it's not like you can take them apart and have them in a different position. You might, but I'm not going to snap them to find out. And then of course we have, lastly, the head sculpt, which that is a damn good head sculpt. Yeah. They've actually done a sort of decent enough job on the beard as well, which is unusual because normally speaking, the beards is what lets a lot of the characters down. Hot Toys have always struggled with making a beard look really good, but that one is really nice, really well done. And it certainly looks like Jake Gyllenhaal throughout that. Yeah, that is just, obviously you can see in his eyes the reflection of me light. But that's just a fantastic head sculpt. Chances are, obviously, I'll probably not use the head sculpt on this one. I may end up keeping it and using it on something different if I get another Jake Gyllenhaal character in the future, but that looks similar to this. But it's an absolutely brilliant likeness to him. So now what we'll do is we'll bring out the character himself and take a look at him. And here he is, guys. You can see in his dome that you're going to get the shine of me light on there. There's nothing I can do about that, guys. You know, I don't have all the professional equipment. I'm just a guy like you lot, bought the cheapest things I could possibly buy in order just to be able to make some videos, in order to bring out my opinion. Yeah, because I'm a working class guy like yourselves. I don't have a lot of money. What I pick up, I've picked up with my own bit, you know, that I've worked hard for. So it is a case of, you know, what you're seeing is what you're getting, and I'm doing this off my phone, as I always do. But already, guys, he just looks tremendous, you know, he does look brilliant. I'm so glad I've managed to pick him up. Let's hope when I've got him posed up with the other two characters that he brings it all home for us, and it's like having a scene from that movie. You know, I might have to eventually try and get like a little sort of backdrop style scene for it to make it totally look legit and look like it's a scene from the thingy, but I'm hoping it'll look really good. So let's bring him forward and start having a look at what we got. So as you can see, the shine off the dome, but that inside there just looks absolutely fantastic. You know, you do have like a white bobbled effect on the inside, and then this stuff is like a painted possibly on the inside of the actual thingy itself to give you the colours. Looks absolutely fantastic. You know, yes, you do get a ridge around it, but you're not going to notice it unless you're actually looking for it. It's something that's just, it's there. It's how we've had to do it to put it together, and I'm not bothered. It looks absolutely brilliant. You're not going to get really sort of any motion out of the thing itself, which is a shame. Yeah, I mean, it would be nice for it to have a little bit of a tilt to it, even though inside his head would technically be the thing that's moving, but so it would be nice to have sort of a little bit of movement on this itself. You can see here's these, and this is obviously where you would take these ones out to take off that, then plug the other ones in. But the detail on there is just phenomenal. Yeah, it looks absolutely amazing. So much detail all over it, colours, just things you're going to notice over time. You know, the intricacies in here, all this wavy designs on here. Obviously we've already seen what the gloves can be like. Yeah, there's so much going into it, even across the back, the legs, and the boots, split cut boots as well, but very, very well disguised. Yeah, and amongst like sort of what looks like could be wrinkles in the boots. I think that's really cool when they can do stuff like that. So you can't really sort of tell that easily that it's a split cut design until you actually start moving the feet, but you are getting good, decent amount of motion there. Yeah, you see up there, you'll get basically a 90-degree motion on that. Forward, you get hindered by this bit here because it is a plastic thing underneath there, which is very, very tough, very hard. So that's going to hinder your forward motion. Beyond that, you are getting pretty much a double bend in the elbow. Though you are sort of getting creases in here. The material feels quite good, quite strong, so hopefully it wouldn't be too bad, and it doesn't feel like a type of material that might stick to itself unless you've got really hot weather. Yeah, so if you live somewhere really hot, then you might have to be a bit more careful. Going back, you've got the thingy, but you've also got the issue up here. You can see it's obviously catching on this part of it, but also you're getting that nipping in the pulling on there. You do have a butterfly joint up there, and you're also getting a bicep swivel. You've already seen how far the elbow will bend, so that's cool, and that happens on both sides. You'll get a little bit of thing just there, but obviously you got to remember this is going to stop any massive amount of articulation there. This is where we'll get the fun part, because this is where hot toys are normally quite sort of let down, is by. So the range of motion forward again isn't too bad, though this is what would be the concern for trying to lift it too far forward, is that this digging into the material just here, that could be a slight point to be careful of. You can move it forward a bit and it's not quite as bad, but it's still going to catch that material. Moving back, always now, there's just basically no thingy with hot toys ones like that. Yeah, in that one, just get myself a bit more comfortable. Sorry guys, you're not going to get any sort of backward motion on that. Out over, again, you've got this, which is going to sort of stop some of the motion because you're going to have to be careful of it digging in your pants, and obviously you see it's starting to pull around the groin area, so that's something to be wary of, because obviously this here, you what you're doing to create that bit, keep on catching it off of that. But I mean, how many times are you going to be sort of posing a character where you're literally spreading our legs open? I mean, come on guys. A nice double bend at the knee joint, and it doesn't come forward, and obviously we already know what the ankle's like. So there you go guys, that's, yeah, ranges of motion. See if we can get him to stand up with my very weird light box. This is also beautiful. Does have wire in the bottom, though it doesn't have wire down the sides, which is a bit thingy, because you would like something to like get it to go like out over, like it's billowing out of the door. Most people probably don't have the space to do that unless you're taking mainly for like a photography side of things, but you can sort of make it something through the bottom end by moving them wires out. Yeah, but you've got no wire down here, which is a shame. You could have possibly even ran some wires like where they've got the pleated bits to give it that chance to thingy out. But other than that guys, yeah, he just looks really good. Yeah, I'm really sort of chuffed that I managed to get him, and then I got him so cheaply. You know, Toys Wonderland. Again, I'm not sponsored by them. I don't get anything from them for this. It's just that this is where I decided to pick these things up from. You know, you could get into Pop Collectibles, another Hong Kong one. You could be the type that will go to Sideshow. You know, just you'll wait a little bit longer than a lot of other people will for them. I'll pretty much always go for second batch, because the fact is second batch is a lot cheaper than the first batch. But if you're impatient, you can go for first batch, pay a little bit more, have it a lot quicker. But goddamn, let's hope now when I pose him up that he just fits in with that whole little sort of scene I've got in my head. You'll not get the full effect of it straight away, because it's took us a while to tweak a lot of my other characters to make them slightly better, and I'm still tweaking some of them. That's the way it goes when you've got these type of things, you know. You spend a little bit of time tweaking it, you'll sit back and look and go, it's nice, but it's not quite there. You'll tweak something else and you go, yeah, okay, that's a bit better, but I don't know, it's still not quite there. And then eventually you'll hit it and you're going, that's the one, that's it. It now looks absolutely bang on. I'm hoping I'll get that point soon. But guys, there he is. I will show you once I've got him posed up with Spider-Man. Show you how I'm going to have him for a little bit, obviously, like I say, until I pick a proper pose. But I'm so glad I picked him up, guys. Yeah, don't wait around if you're thinking about it. Get on there, see if you can pick him up at a cheap price before he goes to the aftermarket, because on the aftermarket prices, he ain't going to be cheap to pick up. There we go, guys. That's sort of something like, shouldn't be like you say, there'll possibly be tweaks done to it as I'm sitting down and looking at it and thinking, okay, that's not quite right, I need to bend this way, or I need to move this arm that way, or I need to maneuver this way. But for the first time as well, you can see I am using the actual base, but that's only literally because of where he is at the minute, and it's a case of, well, will he stay there? Will they stay there? Will they be moving somewhere else? Will I put them onto something different later on? So maybe then I'll take the base away and use some other way of holding them up, like I've done with some of my other characters. But for the time being, this is where they are, this is where they're staying, and I just need to tweak things a little bit until I get to a point where I'm really happy. So if anyone wants to share that stuff on the Facebook groups, because I'm in them, you know I am. If you look down in the description below, you'll see where I am, what I am on Facebook. You'll also see us on Instagram. If you want to share any with us on Instagram, please feel free to tag us in them and I'll come and have a look. There you go, guys, that's what I'm doing with them. So it just looks absolutely amazing. I'm well happy. And this, just like I say, it just needs a bit of tweaking on again. And I said a bit, but the backdrop will be, so obviously this is all wood, will be to get some sort of thing there to put in there to make it look like it's sort of something slightly different, to make it look like, so it's not just plain wood like that. Yeah, but I think for now that looks kind of cool. I'm happy with that. A few tweaks here and there, and it'll become absolutely superb. So guys, thanks very much for watching. Those that have watched all the way through, I really do appreciate it. Hopefully some of you will comment and I can comment back. But I'm well happy that I've got this guy. You know, he does look absolutely superb, and when you've got him together with this one, doing some sort of dynamic fighting thing like this, it looks absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I'm well and truly happy that I picked them up. Well worth the price. And this is me, guys. I'm done. This is the Berry Nerdy Off, and I am out of here.
So what I believe you were trying to say is thank you.
Thank you?
You're welcome.
What? No. I didn't. I wasn't. Why would I ever say that? I mean,
Okay.